So on Lavender Creek this week we had not just one flood event but two flooding events, and I'll put some videos of what that looked like. It was a 7 to 8 foot rise of water from the creek, and that caused all kinds of craziness. But I'll show you some of what happened to the vegetables. So here is the creek, and actually it's pretty high right now for what it normally is, and the ground is still squishy. This fenced in area here, the dog park, the water was 4 feet high on that fence, so only about 2 feet of that fence was showing. And I don't have the highest point on video because it was 5 in the morning, but I have some from later. And then all the way up to the barn. Of course, the hops were covered, and the blackberries, I could only see the tree top, see the tree there. I couldn't see the tops of the blackberries. And then you'll see that willow was halfway up. We were able to rescue the dogs, so that was a good thing. So these logs that are here that did get stopped, there was probably about 15 or 20 that size, and even larger, that floated all the way down the creek, got stopped up on the bridge, and then all the way to the culvert, which didn't help with the flooding. And then our poor vegetable garden here. I was able to harvest some, came out and got the rest, but it flooded 2 days in a row, and everything was just covered in mud. So I mean, it wasn't even green. And then yesterday we got a little light rain, so it did wash it off some, but it's kind of nice to see a little new growth there, and maybe we'll get a second harvest. But I picked everything that was good. I don't know about these eggplants. Kind of took a toll on them getting waterlogged. Cucumbers, probably going to get a second harvest on them. Let them grow. But you can see the peppers, everything just got covered in mud, and this is 4 days later after a light rain. So over here, just kind of show you what happens when, so it flooded, and you can see it's just kind of waterlogged and squishy. The stuff that was on there, it's not crisp, tender eggplants. Same thing. So squash, even in that short of time, got moldy. That happened, the first flood was Friday morning, and it is Wednesday morning. So things just got knocked down. I don't know, I should have red tomatoes by now, but I don't know what's going to happen. So the cabbages, they were covered in water for so long. I don't know. I don't even know about these tall ones. We'll have to see what happens. The pumpkin plants didn't get affected as much, a little higher ground over here, so we'll see. And then lastly, the potatoes, onions, and garlic. One, if you can see the plants in there, I'm pretty sure they're just rotting in that water. It's been, let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's just really gross and nasty. So I think it's just going to fertilize the next generation. But that just kind of here shows you kind of how wet everything, all the ground is, just really across the whole whole farm. This is the worst part of it, the deepest part, but it's wet out here. So we learned a lot, and we are going to make some adjustments in how we plant next time. So it is a floodplain. It's a 100-year floodplain. So we've had 2 floods, and I think we're good for the next 100 years. At least I hope so. But we're planning ahead just in case. All right, Amanda.